check out Collecting with Derrz on Sunday. He does an awesome hangout. Just go check him out. Collecting with Derrz.
What's up, all my beautiful legends? I hope you guys are having a great weekend and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I know a lot of schedules are kind of all over the place. I know people are getting ready for the Super Bowl. I know people are going to be partying. I know Bleeker, the Rev, he's live right now. So if you want to hop back and forth and go check him out, he's been going since 10:30 this morning. And I know Black Crown Comics, he's also has a video dropping right now as well. But I wanted to come hang out, so I pinned the link in the stream or the description as well. So you can come check that out if you want to hop on, it's there. But I do have a nice big box from Brian LCS I'm going to go through. I'm going to show off my haul. We're going to talk about some of the new comics, and we're just going to recap the week. So for anybody watching on the recap, anybody hanging out in chat, I appreciate you guys. And before we get started, and we'll highlight anybody hopping in and out, we're going to start with the man, the myth, the legend, Las Cruces, always coming in bright and early. That was 10:04 a.m. So hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Entropian Comics, what is up, my man? Hopefully you're doing great. Legion, Sesh me real good. You will definitely feel seshed and refreshed by the end of this, my man. The beautiful Lady Derrz hanging out in the living room. Appreciate you. Actually unboxed a nice Gwenpool, or not Gwen, but Spider-Gwen cover that 22 Comics sent. So she was super happy about that. So shout out to him. Swag, how you doing, man? I made it to like the 2 o'clock mark last night on Spinetix. So shout out to you, the whole gang over at Sith Lordly and Spinetix crew. Big shout out to you guys hitting that 13K mark. That is wild. Let me know how that music sounds. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. Evil Mike, how you doing? Make sure you guys go check him out. Drop links in chat and do all that stuff. Great read-alongs. He's doing Gunslinger by Stephen King. But I only recognize one real gunslinger. That's Gunslinger Spawn. So one more guy just popped in. Michael Baker, 9.8 King. Yeah, we need to make the Monday after the game a national sick day for us all. Yeah, we'll see. If like I said, I'm hoping for a good game. I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I'm excited for the halftime show. I'm excited for the commercials mostly. I want to see if Deadpool 3 is going to air. But I'm an NFC fan. I'm an Eagles fan, so Bird Gang. So I got to rep the NFC. And best of luck to both teams. So I just hope it's a good game. No injuries, but I'm pulling for the Niners for sure. So before we go any further, we're going to highlight a couple channels, and then we'll show off my haul. We'll see how long we go tonight. Like I said, we're just kicking back and just going with the flow. So let me go over here. We'll share my screen. And you know, we always started off with my brother from another mother, Scotty Vaughn, 82. You know he's part of that Monday night lineup. Let's see who he's got tomorrow. He's got Beckerman. Beckerman's hanging out over on Bleecker Street channel right now. So he's been going all morning. And they're talking about the comics, and they're talking Heroes Con and stuff. But he's going to be over there at 7:30. So blah, 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 speedball. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of speedball talk, and it's going to be great. We're going to have Beckerman always has a lot of good stories to tell. So let's switch over to this one. And these two are kind of a combined thing, and it's recent. I had to write down the date for them so I would remember. But on Instagram, they just announced that Comiverse, Tony, my man, just hit 300 subscribers. And I'll switch over as well and show this one. And Dr. Von Hoop just hit 300 subscribers. So they thought it'd be a good little thing. Shout out to like DJ Links, Legion. You see people like now Brian, Izzy, and Chris the Comic Vet. It's nice to see other channels collaborate and do kind of giveaways and stuff, especially when they're both hitting milestones and everything. But on March 23rd, they're going to be doing a dual stream 300 subscriber giveaway. So follow them on Instagram. Just wanted to show them some love for hitting that milestone. I know it's tough to hit those, so get rid of those tabs. Bam, bam, bam. So how you guys doing? Let me know in chat if you got any favorite Super Bowl snacks, if there's anything you're excited for. Like I said, I'm just looking forward to Deadpool 3. I want randomly just Ryan Reynolds to pop his face up, like this guy, pop his face up and say, hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Gang, gang, baby.
Yeah, here's the Deadpool 3 trailer. Enjoy. So that's where I'm at. What's up, Bearded? Oh, hi, bro. How you doing? How you doing, Rob? You hype? Is it big hype over there?
I'm at home alone with the dog. The dog's laying on the couch asleep.
What's been like the vibe of the week for just like the town where you're at, the city where you're at, the people?
I don't know. I haven't gone out of the house except for do comics today. I mean,
yeah.
I work from home. I'm on YouTube with you guys, and I don't like people for the most part.
Right.
So I stay home. My wife's been away for the weekend, and yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm pulling for you. I know it's a very sensitive day for me because last year, the Eagles being in the Super Bowl, barely losing, and I sat on my couch.
Yeah, made it to the Super Bowl by the grace of a strained elbow.
Facts. You are 100% right. And then we got crushed in the regular season, so that's where we're at.
We're ready to take revenge for you.
Yeah, man. They showed a press conference video of like the Super Bowl thing and everything, and Mahomes was talking everything in real hype, and Brock Purdy was just dead staring. Didn't say a word. Didn't do anything. So I mean, I like the guy. I'm a Christian McCaffrey fan. I want to see him get a ring.
Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, the NFL is the only sport that goes out of its way to mock a person who's picked. Who basically they go, "Ha, you were picked last. You're Mr. Irrelevant," and that's a lot of baggage that goes along with that. That you're not. That basically from the get-go, the moment you're selected, everybody's basically saying you're a joke. You can't do this. There's no way. You're just a footnote in history. So that way, it's so easy for everybody going up to all this to be able to sit there and say, "Oh, look at him. It's a system. It's everybody, all the talent around him. It couldn't possibly be that he has the talent to do anything." So
that person has,
no matter what, win, lose, or draw for the Niners here. I mean, obviously, I want the Niners to win. I'd love for Brock Purdy to get the MVP of the Super Bowl and just really shut everybody up. But I just hope he has a really great performance, and that on this big stage that people pay attention to. You know what? He is a quality quarterback, and stop all the hate train that's gone on here.
Oh yeah,
it's so ridiculous.
And that's just the day and age we live in. I feel like it doesn't matter how great you are, how good you are at anything, it's always going to be the hate that's always going to rise above it. And I agree with you. I'm not a fan of the Mr. Irrelevant. I feel like that's more of a recent thing in the past few years. That
it has grown and grown. But I mean, could you imagine if any other sport makes fun of somebody who they pick and go, "You're picked last"?
It's literally like leading up. They're talking about who's going to be Mr. Irrelevant. Like they're building it up before he even gets to it.
And the whole name itself, you're irrelevant. Yet, if you go undrafted and you're an undrafted free agent, and your attitude, nobody gives you grief. They go, "Look at this great story. Nobody saw him in the draft, and they walked right past him, and he's doing great, and he's a diamond in the rough, and all this stuff." It's like,
to be drafted for a team, like even to be the last drafted, to be drafted by a team is outrageously talented.
The irony is, if he had gone undrafted and then been picked as a undrafted free agent, he could be making more money than he can because he was drafted last. Because of the way he's at, the contracts are set a certain way. The Niners, even if they wanted to extend his contract and pay him more, they can't do that until after next season because of the way the rules are. So that he's stuck making the lowest money of almost anybody in the NFL.
Everybody just jumping in. Yeah, it's wild. Like the league minimum, they can just pay him like that, and basically it caps them because of that one single rule. So it's wild.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to absolutely get paid as long as he. And what sucks is, like, I hate those kind of stipulations because you never know with an injury. You never know what's going to happen. Blah 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 blah. And like all these people fighting for contracts, they get hurt. Now their contract is like, okay, now do I pay this guy all this money?
At the wrong time. It can suck. But I mean, at least he's got that Toyota deal now. But
yes, he does. Brian, how you doing, man? Since you just popped in, might as well just take this perfect time to do this. So we'll just highlight myself. So I appreciate you popping by, Rob. I know, like I said, I know it's a busy day, but let me see if I can show.
I know going live by yourself is annoying. You like to have somebody at least bounce off of.
I was prepared for it. I know, like I said, especially with time changes and things like that with the Super Bowl, there ain't no way I was going at 6:00. So I was just like, well, I'll go at 3. Bleeker's still going, so it's whatever. But Brian, I'm not sure if you know, but I think he started this last month. He did a big like care package, and he put a bunch of stuff into it. I know Cat fans got it like once or twice. There's a list in here. I've only opened it just because I didn't know what it was. But it's a bunch of stuff. It was like gift cards, comics, and basically he would send it to somebody. You take a couple things out, put a couple things in, and then send it to somebody else. So like I said, I've seen it on Cat Fan. Trev had it, and Trev already had to send me a couple things. So he just sent it to me next. So that's where we're at. So yeah, all I did was open it. I'm not even sure what's in there. He says, Derrz, hey bud, this is a community box that Brian started. Some comics, stickers, gift cards, etc. are enclosed. Take what you like and replace it with something of equal. Of course, I threw in a few spawn items for you. Hope you have a great weekend. Trev. So shout out to him. He said he was going to be extra lit before the stream even started. So hopefully you're having a safe day. He's a big Chiefs guy. He's not even having to stream tonight. It's like that. Oh, okay. So I know he picked this up. I forget where he said. I think he said his LCS got this. But this is the Spawn movie poster from 1999. That's sick. That's going to be my... Ooh, that's sick. It opens up with like the artwork like that.
A calendar from...
Mm-hmm. I mean, the days would be all messed up, but this is sick. Double spreads for your pleasure. Yeah, these are dope. I like that. Yeah, it's nice because I'm currently in the process of possibly changing rooms, so we'll see how that goes. Because this room's getting a little small for the collective. Okay, so I think this is the list. Pay it forward. Okay. Brian LCS to Chop and Drop 2013. Chop and Drop to Trev the Shipping Guru. Oh, it's even more. Brian LCS to Cat Fan Comics Man. Cat Fan to Trev. Trev to me. So, there you go. I have some things to ship to somebody already, so I already know who this is going to. Hot Wheels car. So, staying in the box. Stickers. This is what I'm most hyped about, bro. There's a whole bunch of stickers in here. Let me see if I don't got one. Hang on. All the community stickers. Who's this? I don't know. That's just a random sticker. Your stickers are in here. A bunch of Marvel cards. This is a cool idea. I have every one of these stickers. I'm mad about it, but still a cool idea. Like I said, I've been collecting stickers. That's what I really, really enjoy. Let's see.
They're like our community trading cards.
For real. I got the bigger stickers, so I'm hyped about that. Like I think they're your size stickers. How does this open? Oh, it's a magnet.
Oh,
I was gonna say I'll just keep this box, bro. It's a nice box.
Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, those folio boxes. Those are nice.
It's a Reggie Collects box, so I'm gonna pass it along.
I have just a plain black one. I got at the LCS from.
Yeah, those are nice. So let's see. Let's just see what comics are in here. I think this is the DC We Are Legends. I think this was the Pride variant. There's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna run out of room, so I'm just gonna put it here. Ooh, that's dope. Newburn by Chip Zdarsky with the SIG. Batman Hush. There you go. What is up, Lady F? Been popping in and out, checking you out on Bleakers. So yeah, I have a bunch of books I can add to this. This is gonna suck the shit back out, but it's gonna be worth it because I know it's going to. It's gonna kill two birds. It's gonna kill.
Medium flat rate box or something?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. That's
not that bad then.
There's another Reggie. I think Trev probably put that in there. Isolation 2. I'm actually going to keep that because I have Isolation 1 and I don't have that. Yeah, bro. I've been losing chat all weekend. You have to like close it. Like I'll type something and then it will sit there for like 10 minutes and won't move, and I'll have to close it in and out. It's terrible.
Or the other thing that I've done on mine when I've had that issue is I'll go and I'll switch it from all chat to top chat and then right back to all chat, and then it
That does it too. Yeah, it seems to be a lately issue. Oh, here's another key.
The only time I've had it really happen has been when I've been like watching on my TV, but I have it open on my phone for my chat, and then my phone goes dark because it times out, and then that's when I've noticed it for me. I don't know about other people, but
Gotcha. Nice. Here's another keeper. 10th anniversary issue. This is sick. Oh, 117 for sure. Keeper. Run filler. Spawn baby. There you go. So 2 keepers out of this. I actually have this book. What's this?
Mike's doing the same thing I was doing with the phone.
Oh, refreshing them. Remnant. Here we go. I'm not sure who. Mad Cave Comics. X-Star. Yeah, see, it's happening to everybody. YouTube, I know you're always listening. You need an update. It's happening. It's hurting us. Black Bolt. That's a thick boy too. Ooh, I like this one too. Oh, Marcus always talks about this. I'm gonna keep this one too. Billy the Kid. I've seen Marcus place this book a couple times. That's a sick cover. Cool. So 3 books I'm gonna replace. So dope. And there's a couple. Oh, there's more. Dude, there's a lot of stuff in here, bro. This is a really cool idea. I like this. Let's, I don't have room for anything. I'm going to put this over here. What's this? Some trades. Oh, I got a couple trades I can throw in here. Icon. Never heard of this. The Book of Lost Souls. There you go. Lady F, you legend. Let's see, Class War. Not sure what that is. By Image Comics. And this is one I won't be keeping. Aquaman. Sorry, all the Aquaman covers.
There's like nobody who loves Aquaman for some reason.
He's one of. I just have never been into him. Oh, there's something else. Are there more stickers?
It's funny because Submariner suffers some of the same things, right? There's like small groups of people who like Submariner and like Aquaman, right? But for the most part, you talk to people that don't, no, I don't care about that character at all, and you go like, what is it with aquatic-based characters that we just don't like?
Yeah, I'm not a Submariner fan either. I'm not an Aquaman fan. I don't know. You're right. It is a thing. Are there any other like primarily Aqua-based characters?
Aqualad.
No.
Namora. It's like just their circle. I don't know of too many others.
Here you go, Rob. There's a bunch of cards in here.
Oh,
it's a Pokemon.
What?
Pokemon card.
People aren't into water, folks. Yeah.
Alan Ginter. I've seen people rip this. I think this is like a piece of baseball cork bat. I don't think it's gonna focus. There it goes.
Cork?
Yeah, or like the bit, like a part of the bat.
Okay, I was gonna say because you're not supposed to. Cork is not supposed to be part of a bat. People get in trouble for that. Although that would be hilarious to get one of those players known for corking his bat and have a piece of cork from a bat that was.
That'd be dope. Oh, this is dope. WWE Hall of Fame superstar Billy Graham. I like that. And then I'm gonna keep one of these. I have this other one. There's two Dragon Ball Z cards, but I don't have this one. And I've been ripping Dragon Ball Z. And this was probably Trev. Man, I thought this was about to be CJ Stroud and be super hype, be an Ohio State guy. But it's Panini. What is this? Panini Prism Mint 8, DeAndre Hopkins. Not a Texans fan, so and I'm not a DeAndre Hopkins fan, so that's going back in. And then there's a couple gift cards. The one I'm not keeping is I'm not going to keep this Taco Bell card. And then there's 2 Dairy Queen Blizzard cards in there, so I'll leave all those in there. And that's it. That's it. So yeah. So I'm gonna keep those 3 comics and one of the cards. So thank you, Trev, for the calendar. That was fire. Thank you for that. Brian, that is absolutely dope. I already, like I said, I already know who it's going to be going to because I need to send him a couple things anyway, so it will work out, and he hasn't got it.
So is there like a inventory list and people like cross off things and then add in what they add, or?
No, it just so there's a list on the front that says Brian LCS Chop and Drop 2013, and then Chop and Drop to Trev, and then on the back it says Brian Cat Fan to Trev to me.
Right, so it's showing you who's gotten it, so you don't send it back to. I just care. I think that would be kind of cool though, also to like when if somebody had started off listed what they starts off with in the box, and then as you do something, you cross it off and write in what you add on, so you can see like the evolution of what was in the box or what items just don't move out of the box or what.
Right. So I'm gonna. So Brian, I'm not sure if Brian showed it off at the first one, but if you did, Brian. Link us in it, and we can all put it into a playlist and link each other, so that way you can all find it into a playlist through each other's channels, and they will all be linked. So, shout out to Madam, shout out to Manny, and shout out to C-Biz. How you guys doing? So yeah, that's dope. I really like that idea. So I like the community thing. So I got a few comics to unbox or to put back in, and yeah, there's a mess in here. I'm just gonna kind of put everything to the side and deal with it later. But while I'm big, I do want to show this off. A couple things I picked up recently. This was a random whatnot. I've been during MegaCon, I was whatnot hoarding just to see if there's any comics or anything I missed. I randomly won this. Gonna go in my giveaway box. It's the Clayton Crane Revolver preview. I'm not a Clayton Crane guy, so throw it in the giveaway thing. Love the ideas, but oddly, they always just seem to disappear. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That way, if we link each other, it will be cool. And like I said, if you guys watch 22 Comics, I won his monthly giveaway, and I was really hyped about this. There was one book in there that his wife actually wanted to keep. So she was kind of upset that he was giving it away. So he reached out to me. He's like, hey, dude, is it cool if I keep this? Because my wife, and I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, of course. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, dude, it's not a problem. Like, if your wife wants to keep a comic, let her keep all the comics. That's brownie points for you. So he switched it out, and one of them was the Moon Knight. Shout out to Flash. Not sure what suit that is, but it's weird. It's the Beyond Amazing cover, so I haven't seen that one. And then he threw this in for Lady Derrz. David Nakia on the cover. And then this was cool. I was excited to get this from the first one.
Oh, the free comic book Dave.
From the first one. And then this is actually like a random Avengers book.
Yeah, I've seen this.
It was from just I had to take it out just to see. And this was the one he switched it out with. I was hyped for this. Spawn Kills Everyone. Didn't have that. But had that in the PC. And then perfect. Miss Taylor Swift #2. And then another thing I wanted to how many signatures do you think can fit on a comic, Rob?
Well, it all depends.
Right.
Where you're going to put them, because you got front, back, and inside, so you could do a lot. But
cover only.
Front cover only. I mean, I don't know. I've seen people get, on those signature landscape ones, get, 50 signatures. It's just
right. Those are built for that. Well, Brian, he went to MegaCon recently, and like I said, I kind of double dipped. So if you watch my video tomorrow, you're even more of a legendary person because you're going to see these. But I reached out to him and I was like, hey, bro, if you have time, Ghost Machine booth is there. That's all I want. So if you can see, 11 signatures on this baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Ghost Machine booth.
That's reminiscent of the old Image Killer tour way back when in the 90s or something. They had, I think that was what it was. That's
what Entropy just say. Yeah, I have 13 on an Image tour book. Yep. That's dope.
Good. And I remember the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So big shout out to Brian. He picked up a couple things as well. But I love that that's perfect for a company, just starting up, and they're like, hey, we're going to all be here. You buy one book for us. All the signatures are free. We're all on the line. It's perfect. I think they're doing really good. They're very smart with their marketing, giving all their books to the LCSs for free just so they can get it in the hands of the readers and stuff. Have you read any Ghost Machine or anything?
I have one up in my pile here to read, but I
That's
haven't.
wild. 180 signatures on one cover. Spider-Man book. Were they all Jonathan Tyler Christopher signatures? Because that dude has a symbol. Dude, he has this. When I met him at GalaxyCon, he signed my book, and it's so small, bro. It's just
I have one that I got actually in an IRF Authentics box one time,
yeah.
And I was like, "Look, where the hell's the signature?" And I'm reaching out to Ruben. I don't see the signature. He's like, "Oh, dude, it's like as John Taylor Christopher. It's like hella small." I'm like, I mean, I still like looked before I finally found it. I said, "Holy cow, that is ridiculous!" That dude's like.
He said he prides himself on trying to have the smallest signature in the industry. It's just like
I don't know if that you could have a smaller one with his name as long as it is.
Right. He said the smaller the signature, the better, because it doesn't take away from his covers. Then you don't have a big signature.
I totally get that. I mean, that's the thing. Artists are a different beast when it comes to signing. When they're cover artists, they're very particular about trying not to cover.
I just have two of them. Blast my signature across the one. I'll buy another one from you on the spot.
How you doing?
Hey.
I mean that's where it's like you heard us joking about it like yesterday on Only Slabs with those Stan Lee signatures. Stan Lee's notorious for having zero cares and going right across
anything
characters, as opposed. And so when you do see them like off in the blank space and whatnot, you're like, oh, well, bro, somebody must have either taped off a bag and a board for him or got him when he was like early in the signing day or something, But
I love the new how McFarlane's like dropping his big letters and stuff, but man, it just blasts the cover out. He
doesn't care. He's a rock star. Yeah. DNA, his thing's okay.
Yeah, he's cool. I like Nico's signature. Frizen had a really nice one.
I've got a couple Ji Hung Lee's that are really nice, and he tends to write them down the spine of the book, which is kind of cool because then it's out of the way and it's not going across a book. It's kind of going down, and usually that's available real estate. Not always, but.
I like how Daniel Warren Johnson is just the date WJ, but then he'll date it with like a 23 or 24 or 22 or whatever when he signed it. So it's nice to have that little link to it.
The Stegosaurus from the Steg
Love
Man.
it. Love it.
It's so great.
I have 2 blank Vanish covers that Beckerman sent me, and I'm just waiting for like a segment to be at a con or something I can go to get like a sketch or a remark by him. And then I just picked up a foil Vanish #3 Virgin cover off of DJ Lynx's Whatnot. It's got the segments. Yeah, his is nice. As much as I'm not a fan of Clayton Green, I absolutely love his signature, the rainbow. I love anybody that does the rainbow signatures. What's up, my guy?
It's going, Kevin.
Great afternoon to you, gentlemen. I hope you're doing well. I'm only appearing due to the fact that you're talking about so many signed books, and I just received some signed slabs that I was like, this almost seems like an invite, man. So if I would, and being that you were talking about placement of signatures, like Javier Santiago, he's one of the first guys I've ever had sign a book, and when Ghostwriter came out, he refused to sign anybody's book on the cover. He refused. So his big move was he would always turn the page, take a backing board out, put it on the front cover of the page, and sign the interior side of the book with a ballpoint pen.
Old school.
So I'm like, dude, I appreciate that. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to deface my own stuff.
Right.
And like you gentlemen were saying, there's that gambit. You know what I mean? The spectrum of all sides, and it's hard. Because I'm a self-proclaimed signature slut, so it's hard to navigate the ways, especially back in the day, because there weren't forums and people to talk to find out how you, in the best, how should I say, paying respect, you know what I mean, to who you're about to see. to show them that, hey, I not only know that what your expectations are as an individual who's asking for your signature, but I won't cross that line.
Right.
Yeah. And I used to generally, even when I go to cons, I would oftentimes have mine taped off bag, where I want signature cutouts on a bag and board where I want them to do, simply because I would always sit there and try to find that spot instead of, but I wouldn't have them that wide open. I would
these are my generic custom made ones that I do. And I make I can fit any book, and then I'll custom mine because I do have multiple signatures on other books. Where you'll see like patterns over here, so it forces people to have to sign in certain areas.
Yeah, and that's what I've done several times. Is because I'll sit there, hey, it would be great if the art's going this way, the signature would complement if it was through here and stuff, and flow through it. And so I almost will always do that. Yeah,
that's my generic stack of how many things I normally just take. I mean, I'm very overboard, so. And speaking of which, so I'm going to show you first one of only 2 slabs that presently exist in the world. This is one. And the reason why you're like, wait a minute, what's the big deal about that? Well, I usually have better lighting and I'm not using my computer. I'm using sorry about the phone. But what that is, it's a signature of Iman Vellani on top and Sabir Pirzada on the bottom.
Nice.
So there's only 2 of these things that are even graded, let alone 2 of them that are at 9.8. And you'll see that they're signed in totally 2 different places. One is to not to violate the art, and the other one is, to overlay but to encrypt some of the art that's being done, much like encapsulation of this. I had them kind of show the new costume and then sign above and below it to really signify this is the difference.
When banger books get shown up, we like.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I had these 2 done, which is also by them. So these are just the cover A's. And yeah, So, I mean, 1, the series was okay, but 2, as you well know, sometimes the signature means more. And for me, beyond just getting a signature, the big thing about signatures for me is I like a story to go along with the story. So when I get a signature, I've been known to actually just hang out and just sit in artist alleys for hours because I love the stories, how they affect the reader, how the writer or the artist came across whatever, what it took to do it, or what it didn't take to do it. You know what I mean? Just everything that is entrenched in what these individuals go through to give us the product that we all enjoy. So that's why I love my signatures, is I like those stories with the stories,
Same, dude. I've talked about it before on my channel when I like my Heroes Con experiences. That was like my first real con. But when it comes to comic book collecting, my favorite, hands down favorite part of the hobby is going to a con, talking to an artist, sitting there, getting a signature. Like for example, when I met Daniel Warren Johnson the first time, I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, dude, I just read," because it was after Do a Powerbomb wrapped up, was right when I first found Daniel Warren Johnson, and I read the trade in one sitting, read Murder Falcon in one sitting, met him, and was like, "Hey, dude, I just got this. Would you sign it?" And he's like, "I'll do more than sign it," and threw that on there for me, just for and all his stuff was free and everything. And I talked to him for like 10 or 15 minutes because I waited twice in line for him, missed him both times because there was such a long wait. And then like me, Mark, and DJ were like first in line like the very next day to make sure, because they were getting sketch cards with their lottery and I was getting that and a couple other books signed. But yeah, dude, and speaking of signatures, finally got my first Rob Liefeld signature. I won one on Whatnot last night.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the big-breasted Captain America book.
No way. Oh, now see, there's a catch. That's awesome.
I was hyped for that. But yeah,
and I think few people understand really what you're expressing. And what I mean by that is when people talk about different pop cultures, we can go off in different places, movies, games, whatever. There's few in which that you can actually meet the creators of which,
right,
and actually discuss things with them, and ask questions, and actually on an almost even playing field, which in many cases it is, right? Mm-hmm. That you're just having a genuine conversation about things that you love, and it's rare that you can actually approach people like this. So in my opinion, I believe this is one of the reasons why us as collectors, consumers, however you want to look at the individual doing whatever they're individually doing, I think that's what allows us to be so attached to what we do as hobbyists in this field, is because of that very reason. We don't get to normally see a star of a movie or something and actually get to talk to them on the same level. Yeah, so we don't get to communicate how much it means to us or how much we appreciate the works that they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've talked about before. One of my favorite interactions of all time was with Keith Williams. I never got to meet Stan Lee, but I brought Keith Williams a copy of Ravage 2099 #1, and I set it down in front of him, and he just starts to smile, and he's like, "I don't see this book almost ever. Nobody brings this to me to sign." And I say, "Yeah, well, I told him how 2099 was the universe that I first got into as a when I started reading books in '92, because I started much later than a lot of people." Mm-hmm. And we started talking about it a little bit, and he just went into this long story about that working on that book. That was the first time that he ever met Stan Lee, was coming in to get to work on this book together with Stan Lee, since it was Stan's last, creation. And just went into the story, all kinds of these stories about working and collaborating with Stan on this book. And it was absolutely fabulous to listen to, not only the story themselves, but to hear somebody talk about another, a legend in the industry, and how you can hear his adoration for Stan and everything else. So that was absolutely just one of those stories that, of all the stories I've had, that always just stands out the most to me. And I've had several great stories, generally with 2099 books, setting them down. People, they're just like, "Oh wow!" Aside from the Spider-Man team, people aren't dropping down Punisher 2099s and Doom 2099s and stuff to get these guys to sign these books very often.
But interesting enough, some of these stories are arguably some of the better stories that have ever been told. Plus, if you really can make the consideration, Ravage 2099 is also, in some regards, arguably one of the best written 2099 books that there was. And it was also due to the fact that what you stated: newcomer, old timer, coming in, going out, the care, the time, the passion. I was just on another stream talking to some people, and that's one of the things that they're talking about, is how cold and sterile some things come across because of the digital age. And the reality is there, because of when you have people directly talking and interacting, being in the same present room, working on a project is significantly different than when you're just communication over the airwaves.
Right.
Yeah. Here's my stuff. I email you the thing, you print it out, you color over, you do.
And you can kind of see that in even in the 2099 books, because Spider-Man wasn't done the same way Ravage 29 was done. Those people were in the same room.
Yeah.
Where 2099, those people were a little bit more busier. They didn't have the luxury to actually hang out with one another with the time that possibly was needed to do the project.
Hey, John.
How you guys doing? Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, man.
Well, hey, gentlemen, again, I appreciate you allowing me on. I just wanted to touch base real quick. I wanted to show a couple books, mostly for the fact of the subject that you guys were talking about. And it was mostly because I wanted to, I guess. Oh, that's awesome.
That's a project it's a project in flux right now.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
go, bro. Let's go.
We're at 10 signatures so far. We still have several to go. So
Nice. I know that's what oh my God, Travis was working on at HeroesCon with his Spawn book. He was working on. He had all the artists all the artists that was working on it cover, and he had like 20 or 30 signatures, and he's been taking that around for years. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
I have that one I've been working on, and then I also have like one of the Marvel 1000s that I'll take with me to cons. Because it's simple. Those books have so many people work on them. There really is. It's like, oh, I have no desire to ever get it slabbed because I don't have plans to pay for all those signature verifications.
Comic skin, baby. Comic skin.
But it's perfectly fine. Well, yeah, whatever. It's perfectly fine. Just I want to go get signatures, have those stories.
You should get that.
You just go ahead and you can get so many different creators are on those books. It's kind of fun.
Rob, check your IG.
Well, hey, I'll talk to you guys again later, and have a wonderful weekend. You stay well.
Appreciate you, dude.
No, nothing personal, guys. You got me all guilt and obligatory to hang out. No.
I like what you got. Good job.
No, seriously. No, I appreciate you guys. If I could, I'd hang out a little bit more, but seriously, you guys stay well, and I hope to see you soon. I'll be in the chat. Listen in the background, I promise.
Yeah.
Take care.
Mark joins, and it's like,
We'll fight until you're PC black and blue. Woo woo.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Wow. Did you pick that up? Nice.
Yeah, that photo was taken right here since I've been live.
Okay, nice.
Hold it up. You won't hold it up? What is it?
No, I won't hold it up.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Oh.
So for stuff that isn't public knowledge yet, me and Rob have a tradition of sending each other the photos.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm excited to see.
Some of the photos only end up on our OnlyFans, but
drop the link in
You're
chat.
looking at Key Comics with a ball sack resting next to him. Check out our OnlyFans.
Nice.
We got a mouth.
That's what you guys should have put on DJ's Patreon.
Yeah, so I went to this thing today, which will be on my vlog, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So that means it'll be available for channel members way before then. But and I also recorded a CGC unboxing, not for this Monday, but the following Monday, because it's a book that will be on Guess That Key Wednesday. So other shows are messing with my release schedule, but it's actually to the point where I'm completely done with content for next week now, thanks to these vlogs. It just works out better.
yeah, that's why I was like, I could record.
It's like Rob said, pace yourself and don't worry about it.
This week's done. Next is start thinking about I'm trying to think about what's going on next week.
Yeah. Rob, look at your IG again.
I get my first haul from these guys this week that I'm very excited about.
Let's go.
James, I'm hyped. So hyped. So that will be not next week's, but the following week's probably, because they'll probably be here like Thursday, Friday. Mark's playing 4D chess. Yes.
I am. He had a number on it, Rob, and I got it for 50% off of his number.
Nice.
Whatever that is, sounds fire. Good deal.
I'm trying to ping a guy, right? I've been working on pinging a guy this week that I worked when I was at the con last weekend, and I bought a bunch of Bronze Age horror off the guy, and I bought my Detective Comics 411 off of him. He gave me great deals, and whatnot, and I was like, he told me, he says, well, what else are you looking for? And I told him, I said, well, the big one this year is that I need my ASM 3 because that's the last book I need in my run. He goes, dude, I have a buddy of mine who just got one in at his shop, and he pulls up, he texts his buddy sends him a price, sends a picture of the book. He says, I don't have good pictures of the books because I'm not in the shop with it right now. This is just the only picture I have on me. And I said, well, shit, that price is good. That book, the one image I can see is good. I said, ask him to send me the rest of the pictures. So I'm following up with him. I'm trying to go, hey man, does your buddy have those pictures? Because he was thinking about sending it to CGC, and I don't want him to send it to CGC. I want him to fucking sell it to me raw at the price he was talking about. Because once he sends it to CGC, if the book looks like what I could see from that one image, he's going to want more than what he's asking right now. And this is
especially if it gets a higher premium.
That'd be some kind of like fingerprint of someone's scrotum on page 13.
Oh, it'll probably be like missing page 12, which is what half these books are missing.
Well, that's fine because I don't fuck with 12.
I want this book. I want to knock it off, be done.
Big on, especially I heard it. You guys talked about it on the Legion chat and DJ stream. Big props on getting the booth for Comics Curing Cancer at HeroesCon, man. I'm excited for that.
We are too.
Yeah.
Mark doesn't show it.
What is it?
I said I'm excited for you guys to have the booth at HeroesCon. I told Lady Derrz that I'm gonna run up and be loudly like, "Oh my God, it's Rob Fat Stacks, Legion of Comics, and DJ Links in person! Everybody, get over here!"
Yeah, we're pretty excited, especially after DJ sent us the map.
Yo, the table placement is fucking awesome.
Ooh, I like that.
Like you're familiar with the layout. You know the floor is a big L, but where you walk in at, how you walk in, there's a row. We're on the very next row in the center, dude.
Oh, like right before Artist Alley?
No, closer than Artist Alley.
There's
the entrance in Artist Alley. By one.
There's a whole row block of comic vendors, and then there's another block of comic vendors. We're in that second block, and then you get the beyond that becomes the artists and everything else. Yeah.
So the back wall and the one that faces the back wall is considered artist row, and then up. Yeah. Right.
We're in a prime location is the main thing.
Yeah, we're like dead shit in the center of the con. Nice. I'm like, I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to get put by the bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God we didn't.
Well, that's why we said we didn't want. We paid a little bit extra because.
Oh yeah, I didn't think
because the other ones were going to be like those perimeter guys or whatnot, where you see all the independent.
Guys. And when we were traveling in our biggest groups, screaming, "Hey!" That's
that's dope.
Yeah, prime time location. We kept running into Daniel Warren Johnson, running into booths, pulling Transformer back issues for references. That's where we're at.
That's dope. Are you guys gonna have Comics Curing Cancer 2024 merch? That's what I want.
We're not going to talk about what we may or not have yet.
Yeah, okay, that's fine because
putting our ducks in a row and seeing what we're going to do. We're going to announce everything officially on the IG page and on our channels as we get it all down to the wire.
Because I like making my job easier, and if you guys have merch and purchase that I can just purchase instead of having it shipped to me, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I would probably say that's if you're talking about like shirts and stuff, that's probably not going to happen.
Or anything. That's what I like. You know, I'm a hoarder kind of guy.
But just imagine if you could come to our table, scan a QR code, and have merch waiting for you at your house when you get home or there after you get home.
That might make my life easier.
Opposed to us,
you don't have to worry about packing it in your luggage. You got more space to put more comic books.
That's what we just talked about yesterday, because I was like, man, I do not want to drive 8 hours again. I was like, it's fine, but I just really don't want to do it, so I was pushing to fly.
Man, you East Coast people are lazy.
Dude, it's just...
I drive 8 hours to go to see my parents. And then,
you guys travel 8 hours and bring his parents home with him.
You guys
and I never leave the state doing so.
I'm sure it's a beautiful drive. Here it's
yeah, right through desert farmland. I mean, straight. It's just it's the Central Valley of California is like driving through Kansas. It's just nothing. Right.
But she was talking about. She's like, why would you want to fly when you're going to have all this random stuff to bring back and have to deal with extra luggage?
If I was 8 hours away, I would frickin' drive.
We're driving, yeah. That's what
if I was 8 hours away, I would sleep in the passenger seat and someone else would drive.
Yeah.
See, John knows the 5 drive is awful. Absolutely.
I have
and what's
dude,
worse about the 5 drive is the 5 drive. It's supposed to be 75 miles an hour, but because it's only 2 lanes in each direction, it just gets all the traffic that's on there. It just ends up being bumper to bumper. You're like 1 second you're going 70, the next second you're going 20, then you're going 70, then you're going 20, and you can't set the cruise control or nothing. It just is shite.
The answer with my guess would be just hands down exposure, plain, blunt, and simply exposure.
Yeah, part of it's going to be exposure. We will discuss when we get there closer to the event some of the stuff that we would potentially have there at the booth that will help us to be a spot where not only can we get exposure stuff, but to hopefully raise some revenue early on, as well as it's a potential spot for us to do some networking with artists that are there to start to get items for Comics Curing Cancer for the October event as well too.
That's what I did from the couple guys I met from Heroes Con. That's how they donated. I was just like, hey, Comics Curing Cancer is going to be coming up. This is blah. They never even heard about it. That's how they donated. When I was at GalaxyCon, like Jonathan Tyler Christopher or a couple of the artists I met, like Jenny Frizen, all I was talking about them, I was like, hey, guys should be at Heroes Con, and if you don't be at Heroes Con, look up Comics Curing Cancer. So that's what I do when I meet somebody like that, because I'm not in a position to really talk anything more than just like, hey, go check this out. If you're interested, that's where you can reach out.
Yeah, we're excited. We have ideas. We're each year we're getting better and better at this. Huge. And the DJ's a freaking dynamo on this. He is
got a fire under his ass right now.
Yeah.
He's packing up his van. I was like, man, it's going to be camera set up, the works, edited to the max, perfect film reel. It's going to be nice. Mark's bringing the tables. It's going to be locked down.
Yeah, thank God some of us are in driving distance.
Yeah. Well, hey, I had my solution early on, but then you said, "Well, fuck that, I'll drive them." And I was like, "Oh, I'll just go." I
don't have to pay to rent them. You know what I'm saying? Because this crazy.
I would never pay to rent them because you can buy them for less than the rental cost.
Well, I don't have to even do that. I can just go down to the canal, or I can go to where y'all see that card show I go to. Like I have numerous avenues just to go grab tables and chairs at my discretion. As long as there's not some kind of random giant event happening that dominates every bit of tables and chairs at my disposal.
Yeah, no, I mean, normally I would, if I was driving this shit, I got, so many of them for all my cookout stuff. But, a lot of times when I've gone to those conventions, if you have to rent from the convention hall, it's not cheap. And so I've in the past, when I've gone to conventions, we've gone down to the Target or Walmart, bought a couple folding tables, and then thrown them away, left them behind when we were done, because it was cheaper to use them and throw them away than it was to actually, rent them, which is crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just hoping, my fingers are crossed for a pool. I hope the pool's renovated and open, because that was my only negative.
Side, I thought about why hasn't any of us just called the hotel and be like, hey, I have reservations booked for June. I'll be down there. I was just trying to plan ahead. Will y'all's pool be open this year? It was closed.
I'm going to, because the reason I was grumpy last year is because when you booked everything, it never said that it was closed or anything. It said it was there. So I brought my trunks, ready to go for some nighttime swimming, and did not happen.
Another thing that Rob and I definitely have to do is figure out the meat spot, because the World of Beer was my go-to place, and last year that's what it was a perfect setup and everything. It's close on that, but that whole little shopping plaza is closed now. I believe World of Beer is not even an option.
Really?
So we're gonna have to do a little scouting and weigh in our options, and we'll probably once we see what is actually available option wise in the easily accessible via a decent walk at worst, and stuff like that. We'll probably hit the group chat up and make sure as many people are in there confirmed going as possible, and get some feedback, or we'll just say fuck it and send people the menu after we have it all set. Confirm if you're coming. We'll give you the price.
Yeah. So I'm sure because of the arenas and whatever stuff down there, there's some other options, but that one was a perfect option. It was, and surprisingly wasn't crowded, but maybe that's why they're no longer open.
Well, I think they were talking about like shootings in the area like the weekend before, and that's why they had extra police presence in that plaza. So maybe that's why it got shut down, because it was the rough part. Who knows? I don't live there. If you live down there, let us know. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a good time. If you're going, you're going. If you're not, I wish you could go. I know it's tough. I'm probably this year. I want to go to New York Comic Con. I think next year.
Reservations for June. I come once a year there for a convention, and last year the pool was shut down. And I was just calling to check and see what the status of the pool will be this year for packing and planning purposes.
So we no longer have a pool. So it's a permanent thing.
It was a permanent shutdown. So is there any kind of extra cost for y'all to put like one of those little $3 like blue round 1 foot deep pools in our room ahead of time? Because it's hot in June.
Unfortunately not.
Oh man, bummer. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I just wanted to check and verify. We're gonna be coming with a large group and everybody's asking. So just know that pool is a hot commodity.
Yeah, no more pool. We're actually putting an elite lounge and we're upgrading our gym.
Can I ask you a serious question? What is Elite Lounge?
So for our Bonvoy elite members, we have like a concierge or a special lounge for them where they can get like amenities and stuff. So
okay,
if you're a Bonvoy, you might be able to partake in that depending on your status. But yeah,
it would really depend on it would depend on what's in the room if I wanted to be an elite lounge. Is it like massages or what is it?
No, so it's more so like a really nice, quiet, upscale lounge setting. You can do work. You can get drinks and food and snacks. So basically just separate from the noisy bar and lounge, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be real noisy down there. I get that. All right then. Where do you swim then in June? Like where do you go to swim?
Typically the Y. I will say we have complimentary passes to the nearby YMCA if you want to do that.
Boom. See, all right. That you should have led with that. Like I was almost heartbroken. But you're passing out Y memberships like party favors. I'm in. All right. Well, I'll see you in June.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. What was your name so I could give you a good Google review real quick?
My name's Taylor.
Hold on one second. I'm legit writing that down. I'm a firm believer in Google reviews. Taylor, you got a last initial?
B as in boy.
B as in boy. All right. Be sure to check that Google review. It'll be up within the hour from Legion of Comic. Love you, Taylor.
You too.
Bye-bye.
So now we have to have everybody go to the Y. Mob the Y.
We're back in there, baby. Dude, not only do we have pool access, it's YMCA access. Yo.
We got rid of I love that though. So they've gotten rid of their swimming. They got rid of their swimming pool that was for everybody to put in a separate lounge for the elite members that don't have to hang down with the commoners down in the normal bar.
So if y'all can't find CJ, you know we'll be making everyone uncomfortable in the elite lounge.
Oh wow, I love that.
That was legendary. This is the first thing I thought about was on the side.
Yo, think of how many people will never know that they have access to a free YMCA membership while they're there.
Dude, is it like
where do you swim? You know,
this guy. Well, we do give out members. That's wild. That was wild. So they redeem themselves. If it's walking distance, then I'm down, man. I'm down. Especially because the Y's open late too. Hit the con in the morning, go swim at the Y in their pee pool. Yeah. Get a workout, get a quick pump. Come back, mingle in the lobby.
Shout out to Quick Pumps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. They closed the pool, and then that's where all the peasants aren't allowed. That's where all the peasants went, and now nobody's allowed in there. No more family time.
Well, Boris says he learned to swim at the Y. Interestingly, I used to teach swimming at the Y.
Fun fact, I learned to swim by my stepdad. We were in a pond, and he took me off. Yeah, off one of the docks we were in the middle. Boom! That's how I learned to swim.
And your mom said, "I don't. What are you doing?" And he found out that she didn't know how to swim, and he threw her in too.
And then we both died, and then had to get brought back.
But
I still don't know how to swim to this day.
It was a movie.
No, for real.
You're that Rob for the Y. Probably not.
It's wild. It is a good area. It's very condensed down there, but I wish I'm definitely bringing, I told her, Lady Derrz, that we're going to be bringing we have a microwave in our room, so we're bringing all the breakfast because complimentary breakfast was not included. I forgot about that. That's another thing. That
was not included for you. Complimentary breakfast was included for me.
Why? What's the difference?
Did you sign up through the convention deal last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Put it on your room. You have to you can charge the meals there to your room card. You have to put it on your room card, and that's what comps it. If you pay for it the other way, if they give you the bill, you give them the room card, and that takes care of it. It'll go on your room bill total, but it comes off.
And then they take it off.
Yeah, they track all your purchases like they would anything, and then whatever deals that you have per your reservation, like going through the con, it'll all come off at checkout. Just as always, make sure you say parking is not on my bill, right? That came off. Breakfasts are not on my bill, right? That came off.
Wait, you guys didn't pay for the parking there?
You're not supposed to.
Dude, I had to pay $40 when I checked.
I didn't have a car, man. I had my car dropped me off and picked me up.
So knowing all that makes the Westin a million times better because I was like, dude, just give me I just wanted a bowl of cereal. I didn't need a 5-star breakfast. I understand.
I wouldn't call that a 5-star breakfast, but it was it was a solid 3-star, 3.5-star breakfast.
Sure, but I'm saying if you want to give me I understand, at least give me the option.
Maybe 4 because you hit omelet station.
Mm-hmm. So knowing all that, that's definitely a bonus.
Knowing that breakfast is free, don't bring breakfast with you. Bring it to go box with you when no one's looking. Get your lunch ready. You know,
right?
Put it in your room.
I'm not gonna lie. We probably spent twice as much on food down there than we did actual convention.
So because of Taylor's reluctantness to just tell me about the why that I actually had to find that information, I wonder if they're on a need to know basis with that as to not pass out membership. So I made sure not to directly say that in the Google review. I don't want to get her in any kind of hey, you're not supposed to say this kind of thing. So I put just called with details to get details about update to the pool access. Taylor B was extremely helpful and informative. The pool is no longer available, but I was given all the details and options that fixes this issue. I encourage anyone looking for pool details to ask about them. The solution was perfect. Thank you, Taylor. And
her initials were Taylor.
Her name is Taylor. Her last initial is B. I wasn't going to ask her for her last name.
That's Lady Derrz. Her name is Taylor. Her last initial is B.
You were talking to Lady Derrz?
He's really trying to save money on hotel rates. He's sent her to go work there.
No, what's really going to throw them for a loop is if it is on the down low and 50 or 60 people start asking for this Y membership. And the Y is now calling the hotel.
I put the date and the time of the telephone call because all that is recorded via the hotel. So if she can always say, I didn't do it, go back and listen to it. And she'll see that Google review because she's going to be curious enough to go look at it. And she'll see that I date and timestamped it. So
I'm sure she subscribes to me, so she can probably find it on my channel that it was live. So
nobody cares about you. I'm just kidding.
What is up, Marcus? Best of luck tonight, man. Like I said, hoping for a good game. No injuries. That's all I care about. Just no injuries. Hope it's a good game. And Deadpool 3. That's what I want the most.
Real fun to take to a hockey match.
I'm not in the game, so I really can't say it's a Super Bowl. Even last year, bro, my Eagles were in the Super Bowl, and that's all I wanted was a good game. We lost. We got a good game. I sat in my room.
That's all you could hope for, wasn't it? Was a good game. You can't hope for a win.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't even know sports ball. It's just fun to say these things.
It's just there's nothing worse than watching two teams that you don't normally watch, and like their best player goes down.
Stop.
And
No, that was just it. Stop. There's nothing
Mhm.
worse than watching two teams play a sport you don't care about. Stop.
That too. If you're the average person watching the Super Bowl today, at least I care
That's
about
why
football.
the Super Bowl has made it where it's the only. Again, we go back to the NFL being the only league that does this, where it's become all about all the other stuff as much as it is about the game. Because watch a Super Bowl ads. Let's watch this halftime show. Let's do all this other special guests.
Watch it on Nickelodeon where it's a pineapple as a ball and SpongeBob's doing sweet
all this silly stuff. So that's all NFL's different, right, than every other league when it comes to that stuff. But if you're watching, like, try to get me to sit down and watch a baseball game on TV of two teams that I don't give a shit about, oh my God, I will eat a bullet so fast.
My son plays baseball, and there's nothing more I won't do on this planet than watch baseball on TV. Never.
It's tough. Never. It's tough even when it is my team. Because it's a game that really is much. I love baseball in person, and I enjoy baseball on the radio, but on TV, it's a tough watch.
It is, and like I said, I don't even have a favorite baseball team. It used to be the Guardians, and I used to go to their games all the time when they had like
a minor league team, I assume.
No, they're the Guardians now. They used to be the Cleveland Indians, but
okay, I didn't know. I mean, I knew that the Cleveland Indians were no longer a team, but I honestly couldn't tell you. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, who the hell did the Indians become?
The Guardians.
I know the Redskins became the Commanders, but who did the Indians become?
Yep.
Because the Chiefs are the last of the politically insensitive team names, right? That use Native Americans as mascots.
Yep. The PC police for sure. But yeah, when they used to have
any protest about that at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. For real. I saw somebody like Taylor Swift. Is she going to kneel during the anthem? Which I am excited for the national anthem for the first time ever because it's Post Malone doing it, and I'm a big Posty guy.
I don't know. Is she even going to try? Is she trying to make it to the game? Not that I care.
She rented like one of those hyper like subsonic jets. She has one of those like hypersonic jets. She's 100% gonna be there.
Like
I saw, there was like 30 or 40,000 people tracking her on the plane, like her plane tracker and shit.
That's just wrong.
That was funny. Hey, I gotta hop off here. I'm about to go pick up the kids.
Cool. I'm ending shortly anyway. You want to plug your channel real quick? What you got?
Hey.
Tonight.
Yeah, at Weeks In tonight at 8:30, talking all kinds of crazy news came out this week, and of course we can talk the Deadpool trailer that plays during the halftime show tonight.
You got a good slot tonight after all the Super Bowl stuff.
Super Bowl ain't gonna be over when I start, bro.
No, but I'm saying like the ads, any surprise ads or anything that pop up. It starts at 6, bro. So you're gonna
Deadpool trailer will be it. You'll get a Planet of the Apes trailer, but we've gotten a full one of those already. There's like 13 other movies that are trailering. If there's a surprise at all, it'll be a Godzilla Kong new trailer. But of all the MonsterVerse shit I follow, I'm not expecting one.
I accidentally banned Evil's mics for 300 seconds because I'm a terrible human being. Sorry, bro. I was trying to highlight your comment.
Go hit the link and just get on here live if he's going to treat you like that.
Yeah, dude.
Tonight, if you're a channel member, the new vlog is available to you already. Tomorrow's video is as well. If you're not a channel member, be sure to check out the channel. I got the vlog series rocking and rolling and some cool stuff in this week's, and I'm already working on some badass stuff for the following week. I'll be on Guess That Key this Wednesday with a badass new book as well. And I got to go get the kids.
Later, bro. You have a wonderful day. Love you, man. Rob, what do you got coming up?
Monday mail call. Thursday unboxing of slabs on a CGC submission. Saturday only slabs.
Hey, it's a good lineup. Good lineup. Me, if you may or may not have seen some of the books that I'm going to show off tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're going to be back with Story Times with Derrz. I don't know. I'm thinking either going like Ghost Machine with Geiger or Junkyard Joe, or I might do some Invincible. Just kind of feel what I'm doing. And then Friday Positivity every Friday at 10:30. And I am so sorry, Evil Mike. I'm a terrible person for trying to highlight your comment. So, my bad, dude. Kenneth is here. Evil Mike isn't. Nice. So, my bad, dude. That's just what happens. I suck. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys watching on the recap. Make sure you go tune into Evil's Mike's channel, and he's doing his read-along with Gunslinger. I think he's going to be back in 2 weeks. So I might
go to Evil Mike's channel, watch Derrz show up in the comments, and Derrz get banned.
Facts, bro. You definitely, next time I'm on your channel, bro, time me out. I have it coming. But I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah. 2K giveaway stuff is getting shipped out Wednesday, and I'm going to do a 3K giveaway next month, so that's where we're going to be at. So, we're going to play an intro. And we're
2K, 3K, all that, and then next month I'll be doing my 5K giveaway.
No, so this
go. Look at you go.
Quick explanation. I hit 2K like in the beginning of December, but with it being like Christmas and holiday and stuff all like that, I didn't want to put that on myself with extra shipping and have a show. And then Izzy had his 2K giveaway at the beginning of January, and Trev had his 2K giveaway. And I don't like stepping on people's toes, so I like that little break in between. So that's why by the time I did my 2K giveaway, I was like a 200 away from 3K. So doing things my own way. If you like free stuff, subscribe and be on my Sunday night sessions. That's how I do it.
I just ordered the book that I'll be the main book prize that I'll be using for my 2K giveaway when I get there.
Hey,
but that's still probably at my rate. It's probably still another 2 to 3 months away. So, but that's fine. I said, get the key. I had some minor books that lined up, but I wanted to get a nice key book like I did at the 1500, where I had that ASM 298, 299. But this one, I think this is a little bit different. Step away from the Spider-Man stuff.
Nice. Yeah. It's always nice to give something for everybody and stuff. So I was trying to stall until Mike came back, but I don't think 300 seconds is going to pass. So we're going to rock it on out of here.
I think Mike said, heck you.
Yeah, he's probably, I'm sure he hopped on somebody's stream. But man, make sure you guys sub up Evil Mike. He absolutely deserves it. We're going to get out of here. I love you guys to death. Stay legendary. Stay awesome. And as always, I hope you guys found
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. All right, John.